Yo, what's up, guys? You got pokeaim here with an OU Showdown live. Just a regular OU Showdown live. We're using an Araquanid team that my boy CTC made a little while back. I believe it was for SPL. Might have been semis or finals. We never ended up using the team. I think it was for Blunder, and Blunder didn't end up liking it. But it has some interesting Pokemon. I'm not a huge fan of Unaware Clefable, especially on a non-stall build, but it had this Pokemon. And I really want to test out Araquanid. Now, I'm a little bit lower on the ladder because on my ClickX Now account, I haven't been playing much OU. I've been focusing a lot on NU, and then I've been playing on my ClickX Friend account with friends or with those random things. But I want to get this account up there too. And of course, just do my best here. So, as far as his team goes, Araquanid is beautiful. Araquanid is absolutely beautiful. Wow, no speed control. Superior is nasty. Like, I'm sure Clefable can kind of beat it with Wish Protect, but I'm assuming Leech Seed just beats me down too. But I have Wish Protect and the Unaware, so Mega DNC, Serp, I don't know what type of Celesteela it is. Araquanid, he doesn't really appreciate switching into Araquanid. I have two Fairy types, so hopefully I don't lose to Como. Maybe Scarf Lando. I think the game plan is going to be trying to get an Araquanid as many times as possible on Celesteela, because at that point I just start picking up some KOs. Yes, he has two Pokemon that he hits. I don't really count Greninja. Greninja's going to be weakened, but just try and pressure him a lot with Araquanid, like at least a loose game plan. I can't see a way that I 100% win right now. Not a preview. Keeping Clef healthy may also end up being useful in terms of beating these two. Alright, let's see how this goes. I like Lando because Lando provides Intimidate, and DNC is just a fantastic lead for my opponent if they want to. I see Intimidate first for my opponent, so I'm automatically assuming Scarf. I do or don't mind Rocks, rather. I also don't care for his Rock Tomb. Is this just full-on setup, and that's Autotomized Celesteela? That might be the case. So this might actually end up being Focus Sash. Lottie isn't that amazing here, considering it allows Gren to come in. We'll make the Lottie play. As far as being willing to sack Pokemon goes, I think that Lottie is the one I'm willing to sack. I don't really care for that play either. I'm surprised he went Diancie, considering I can 2-hit KO it, and I'm 100% going for Earthquake here because, again, Lottie is the most expendable. Not only did the freeze not matter because I won the speed tie, but I already acknowledged that Lottie is expendable. But now it's actually even better considering those Pokemon are gone. So a little bit conflicted here. Celesteela comes out. He doesn't have anything to punish a Zapdos double. Or a Zapdos switch, rather. Unless this is Continental Crush. So I'm going to switch out into my Landers just in case this is Z Stone Edge. Okay, so this dude was going to Air Slash my Zapdos to death. What? Wait, what? Huh? Who? If this works, am I getting metronomed? Am I getting metronomed? I'm getting metronomed, right? Yep, I'm getting metronomed. And it's working too. I might lose to this if I don't get off my discharges, yeah. I actually cannot afford to roost because if I do, I can lose to this. So, I mean, Zapdos is only here to beat this, so great. We end up breaking through Celesteela. I was getting metronome there. Greninja can come out if it's Battle Bond. Serp ends up being the play of choice. I don't really care about its Leaf Storms right here because I have Clefable at the end of the day to ideally eat hits and unaware him if possible. Unless this is metronome itself, but the fact that both Zapdos was there and I can't risk a crit. I cannot risk a crit here. I will lose to this Pokemon. This might actually end up being Scarf too. So he only has 3 Leaf Storms left. It no longer is a threat when Leaf Storms are gone. Araquanid to resist HP Fire. And I will never not click Protect because that is a choke. So as I mentioned, Clefable was important for this Pokemon and for Como. Don't know why Como is out, but I'm going to click Moonblast here. What are you doing? You know I have Moonblast, right? I'm a Clef. What? What is going on? Hey, you know what? This dude almost beat my Zapdos. I can't even say anything. I don't see a reason to not protect. Yep, we scout for the Gunk Shot. Awesome. This could be Tectonic Rage. Seeing as how my Lando is expendable, I want to see if it is, and I want to be able to bring out. I don't care about that either. Want to be able to bring out Araquanid and just claim a KO. Basically, I claim a KO. He may go out into Landorus fearing a Leech Life, but I'm going to click this Liquidation, and you're gonna give me a Pokemon. You have there's no consent here. This is my turn. Yeah, so give me that. Yo, go ahead and give me that. Beautiful, gone. And Lottie, which became super expendable with the combination of Celesteela and these Mons gone, should be good. I don't care about the Sleep Storm. It's gonna take 2 to KO me, and then I beat him 1v1 with Clefable, and I'm assuming don't give him a defense raise. I'm assuming this is Scarf. So anyway, I don't know if the Como was a Z, but all I know is whatever this Landers has, I wish into Moonblast I break a Sash, which is what I'm thinking it is as well. I don't know if Explosion is his last move either. It might be. Okay, so you're gonna glare me? Is that your game plan? To win? What's the game plan? It is glare. Let's just get rid of this. He's Scarf. Like, he's 100% Scarf. So I win the game now, like almost 100, if not 100% of the time, with Latios clicking Ice Beam. I don't want to allow any openings. Keeping Clef is still... Just sack a Magearna so I can do this already. This is taking too long. Yeah, take that Pokemon from me. Go ahead. I'm just going to Flare Cannon here. And again, Latios, which I thought was super expendable, considering he had Celesteela, Diancie, and Greninja, ended up being good. I did get a freeze again on that Diancie, and I guess it didn't end up mattering because I won that speed tie. I was willing to risk it there. I thought it was a regular Celesteela. I actually had no idea what type of Celesteela it was. It could easily have been whatever it was. Like, defensive. Because I've seen people run defensive on it. That sounds so dumb. I've seen people run defensive Celesteela on offensive builds. Obviously, people run defensive Celesteela. That's its best thing. Look for another one. Like I said, I'm relatively... I think I already IO next. I gotta run the bot again. Oh, this looks like a team that's posted in one of our chats. Zapdos beats Ferrothorn, helps me out with Lopunny. Gyarados. Clefable can beat Gyarados because it's not Mega Gyarados, so it doesn't have Mold Breaker. So it's probably Z, and obviously it's Mega Lopunny, so Clef is really nice too. I love Lando's ability to hopefully break through Ferrothorn, allowing my Araquanid to just click buttons. We're going to go the Lando lead just because Intimidate early is nice. Obviously getting up rocks as well. I'm also trying to play OU because I'm playing OU for World Cup, if you guys didn't know. And I haven't played OU in a tournament since... I don't count the SPL game. I mean, it counts towards my record, and I won that game, but I don't count the SPL game because I wasn't trying to win the SPL game. I was trying to lose so I could watch Captain Marvel. But I ended up winning anyway because the team was just too good. Okay. Here goes Zapdos. I have pressure. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but I mean, it helped versus the Serp, and I'm trying to get some sort of para going on here. Did not end up working out for me. I'll make the Lando double because his best play is Chansey. Exactly, and this gives me not only rocks, it gives me rocks up, which I value for Gyarados and Zapdos, weakening them for Araquanid, right? Because Araquanid, oh my gosh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, give me this Pokemon. Give me. Like, I mean, I'm not clicking my Z-Fly because I was worried about him switching. But now I'll click it. I don't know if this guy's going to protect, but I'm getting... Basically, even if he protects, Ferrothorn will still, at the end of this turn... Oh, and this might die, too. Depending on what it is. Because this is a strong attack. Yep. Yo, that is so good. I think I keep rocks up now. I should keep up rocks right now. So, Ferrothorn is gone, and I think Liquidation is just going to start picking up some KOs. You can take this from me. And now I'm going to take something from you. So, feel free to give me something right now. don't care what it is. I just gotta make sure I don't sack my Araquanid because I can lose to Chansey. Ideally, he goes hard Chansey. like best case scenario, just go hard Chansey, bro. But I have rest on this. If you guys didn't notice my set, I just realized I had sticky web. But my set's really weird. I'm choice band with these, but you don't really click these two moves. You rarely click this move. This is only for Greninja. And rest is just so you don't lose to stall type of build. So this should easily be able to 2-hit KO Ferrothorn. Wow. Might have misspoke there. I mean, it's still 2-hit KO'd, but like with leftovers, I expected a little bit more. I'm also slower than Chansey, which I don't like. That's fine. Yeah, I'm actually, well, it's not fine, but it's manageable. Lando comes out. Mag can still Voltage on Gyarados. I'll go Latios because I can revenge this thing with Mag if it comes down to it. Don't know what the Rock Slide was used for, but okay. What, are you gonna Z-fly me? What are you doing? U-turn? Or are you just rocking? Why are you giving me this? What? Why did this series of plays happen? I mean, I guess again in theory I could lose to Chansey. Oh, never mind. It's this. It's not any other set. So this is still problematic, but my pressure Zapdos will beat it 1v1 now unless he has Toxic as well. So I'm just going to heal belt here. Okay, sir, it's fine. Like I said, my pressure Zapdos will beat this thing 1v1. Yep, unless he has Toxic as well, which I guess he could. I'm assuming soft boiled and nice. Hey, so this is my shout out to CTC. I just spam discharges. I 1v1 this Chansey. I kept pressure, right? Nice. Do I care for rock? I do care for rocks, but I hate rocks against me too. Let's go for some heat wave burns. I'm assuming his last move is heal bell. So, but this is a little bit repetitive. First off, discharge is not allowing him to switch into anything, which is very important. And like if he goes Lopunny, he can get punished, right? He'll get paralyzed potentially. So I don't have static. I gotta keep that in mind because I played it early on versus Lopunny like I had static. I'll rather be. I feel like he's just giving me Chansey to try and weaken this. I felt wrong, but sorry it came down to this. But like I mean, I think it is what it was gonna eventually come down to. I still don't lose much by clicking discharge. Like I'm not letting Gyarados come in. He has 9 seismic tosses, I guess technically 10 because of it being 19. And I have way more discharge. I can just click. Okay, no. Every single time it takes too long, I get scared to click anything other than discharge. I don't want Lopunny coming in for free. Again, that's more than likely Z, Gyarados. I don't know. Did I fear Z on Lando? I don't know what I feared on Lando. Just surprised at this Chansey. This is why Toxic is necessary. Because like a Roost Volcarona can also technically beat this Chansey 1v1. If it permits it. As in, if the game permits it. Because obviously Roost, you can get full paralyzed. But hey, die. Die. I need you to start seismic tossing me too. I just need 2 left. I don't even think I need 2. I really don't need 2 at all. I just need to be able to pressure stall the seismic tosses so my Araquanid can come in freely. There's no way this guy's just gonna end up giving me Chansey, right? Dude, you're playing with fire right now. You're playing with fire. You're just trying to... Okay. I'll pause it, guys. I'm not going to throw this advantage away, and he's not going to be able to stall me out. And eventually he'll lose all of his stuff anyway, and I can also go Clef and literally Wish Pass as I see fit. So I'll be right back. I just, like, I don't want you guys to see this. Obviously, I understand for some people to learn how to play this matchup. As long as I keep like one Roost alive. Like, the goal of this is not to have Zapdos be alive at the end of it, but to have Chansey have no seismic tosses, so he has no offensive pressure. So basically, Chansey cannot beat my team, right? If Chansey has 0 seismic tosses, it can't beat any member of my squad. Yes, it can softball and do all that crap, but it won't be able to do anything outside of that. So I'm gonna pause it, guys. I just wanted y'all to know that. Be right back. All right, so I'm just coming back real quick because I've been deciding if I wanted to do this, and I think it's okay. Basically, I think I'm gonna defog. So look, let's just talk about PvP real quick, just so you guys know. So the Chansey's been clicking Thunder Wave on me because obviously it realizes if it runs out of size and tosses, it has no offensive pressure. However, it only has 2 Thunder Waves left versus Zapdos. It says 3 pressure, 2. What I'm debating doing is, because I think Zapdos would just single-handedly beat his team anyway, is just spam defog here. Now the only reason I was against it because of the Gyarados, I was a little bit worried about, but the more I think about it, physically defensive Zapdos should be able to beat everything, and so can Clefable. So I mean, if I can just get rid of rocks, I'll be fine. So I'm going to click defog right now. That was like, I was saving that, but basically because defog has 24 PP and my opponent has 2 Thunder Waves, so that's 2. They have 5 Seismic Tosses, so that's 7. And you add 7 plus 6, it's under me, right? They only have 20 versus my 24, if I did that math right in my head. So yeah, I'm going to click defog now, is what I'm saying. Like, I will win the game by clicking defog while still having Roost and Discharge PP, so I'm letting you guys know. I'll be right back though. So that guy ended up just timing out anyway, so we're gonna look for, we got another game, rather. I thought I IO next. That's fine. So the way I'm seeing it, I'm assuming it's Custap Fortress with SD Bisharp, Scarf Lele, SD obviously this. I have no idea what type of Rotom, and then some kind of setup Charizard like X, I want to say. So discharging is going to be a little bit annoying. I kind of want to use Araquanid to just click Liquidation early on, because it should be able to 2-KO Fortress, and as far as switch-ins go, like defogging is going to be a little bit annoying. I know that Zapdos is going to be useful because it deals with Hawlucha. Magearna checks this, but the problem is that Zapdos is pressured because, no pun intended, but Bisharp plus Hawlucha. So click Liquidation. I get a crit, which I didn't necessarily want, because he's going to be able to explode on me with his Custap Berry. Yep, there's the explosion, and he crits me, which definitely mattered. So that's annoying. As far as how my opponent is going to react to this goes, I'd either go Lele, because it gives you some offensive momentum versus like Zapdos early, or Rotom, which I think Magearna covers both. Ends up going Bisharp, which I 100% value. Actually thinking about it, I beat Hawlucha with... Yeah, I beat Hawlucha with Clefable, so I'm gonna... That was smart of him to knock me off, but we're gonna make the Zapdos play now, so he dies to Rocky Helmet. I Flare Cannon here because I couldn't obviously defog safely on that type of thing. But ends up going Rotom, which I don't think has anything that can knock me out unless it's a Z move. It has to be Z Hydro Pump. And the reason I'm getting rid of rocks, obviously, helping out Clef and whatnot, especially when I get up my own rocks here too. Rotom, at this point, like, he hates, is it actually Z Hydro Pump? Yo, what is going on? Like, I'm... what is going on? And now I'm like worried about that Bisharp. It actually was the Hydro Pump, but it was slower than Zapdos, which I don't know if I agree with. Anyway, Clefable is looking pretty good in this, like very good. Bisharp though is obviously extremely threatening, and so could this Lele be, depending on its set. I have to go Magearna. I want my rocks up first off for Charizard, if possible. If I Volt Switch, I don't have a switching to this thing. But then I'm a bit slower. I'm just thinking about it being Z. Like, I'm thinking about Iron Heading. Like, how I would have to go back out into Magearna is what I'm saying. So I'm going to Iron Head here. As he goes Bisharp. I'm glad that was sacked. 100% glad that was sacked. I don't care too much about Hawlucha coming in because I do, again, have that Unaware Clefable. Unaware Clefable can beat Rotom. It could potentially beat Lele. We definitely want to keep this Iron Header alive. That looks like Scarf. Lele. And this should be the Lando switch now. As he Flare Blitzes immediately. Just Z-Fly. He thinks I'm Scarf based on the fact that I have a Clef, so he probably thinks Clef is Rocks. I'm thinking because this thing is offensive, I might just be able to kill it. Exactly. So we get rid of Rotom. Beautiful. Just Earthquake here. Bring out Magearna and click Flare Cannon now. Oh, I'm very thankful for that damage on your Lele. Thank you very much. Especially because I can Volt Switch now, too. And what my opponent looks to be doing is they're trying to bring out their Hawlucha on me. If I'm not mistaken, Clefable does beat Charizard. I could be wrong, though. Anyway, Earthquake here. Earthquake hits everything. I don't think I'm going to lose to what is looking to be a Scarf Lele, just because combination of Fable plus Latios means I don't lose to Psychic. That is Scarf, right? Like, it would have... Outspin Lele. This was Z this, so obviously not Z that. Like, I think I said that earlier. It's not Z this, it was Z that. So, I'm just going to Earthquake here. As he goes Charizard, which I'm okay with, because Charizard will die to Earthquake into Psychic. I'm not going to allow Hawlucha to come in later either. And if I'm not mistaken, the Lele should die to... It should die to Moonblast. So we're going to sack Magearna here. I want to be sure that it dies to Moonblast. Again, I'm assuming this is Choice Scarf. 30 to 36%. So it does die to Moonblast. I could have actually stalled out the terrain there, but I don't think I died to anything that Hawlucha can go for. Let's get rid of this. Poison Jab. 41 is the max you can do. So I'm good. Let me just protect some, hopefully out of range of a crit after recovery, I believe. Yeah, I don't care about your Swords Dance. That's whatever. I'm unaware. That doesn't matter. Beautiful. Now, Moonblast does actually have a chance to KO Hawlucha, but I have to be really careful to... he was smart to Swords Dance, actually. That means if he does end up hacking my Clefable, he'll be able to beat my Lottie. But that's, of course, if it lives... Well, it will live this roll because it's not a roll because he has a FNF boost. I'm thinking about... Oh, I got a crit. Okay, cool. The crit didn't matter unless I didn't protect next. Wait, what? He got a Spadef boost. Oh, I'm unaware. Duh. Shut the hell up. Me. What is wrong with me? Me completely forgetting that unaware is not just for his offense, but his defense as well. So I got the roll there, which is pretty cool. He obviously had no type of HP. It was just... Had to be set up, right? Yeah. Oh, it was a good roll, too. Nice. Now, I was thinking that if I didn't get that roll and he crit me with that Poison Jab... Well, he didn't crit me with that Poison Jab, but if I didn't get that roll and I protected, I don't even think a crit would have been able to knock me out. Don't call me on that, though. I like how I remember unaware for the offensiveness, but I don't remember it for the defense. I thought that was funny. Anyway, I'll pause it. Oh, we got one. Not a big fan of Tox effects. I mean, I feel like that's everybody, but I'm not a big fan of Tox effects. It is tough. Like, my opponent has basically a lot of stuff to overwhelm my Landorus. Potentially Zard X, so I think it's Zard Y. But it looks like Zard Y because it has Tyranitar as Zard. So you Pursuit Trap the Lottie, and then you get the Zardin. But he has Garchomp, which looks to be Mega Garchomp. No, it doesn't. It's Charizard. But he has Garchomp, which could be Z. Excadrill could also be Z. My Landorus is very deadly, but I need it to KO Pex and Ferrothorn. It could be Mixed Chomp too. Luckily, he leads off with Ferrothorn, so he basically said, I'm going to give you a Pokemon. So I'm going to Swords out because I will be taking a Pokemon from this guy. Thank you, sir. And I'm actually going to go for Rocks here, because if I'm him, I might go Charizard, and I don't want to sack Landorus on Charizard. Oh, he actually protects there, so that's great. All right, well, never mind. I'm killing something. Awesome. So with Ferrothorn gone, that's one step towards Araquanid being like devouring my opponent. Secondly, he does not switch into this Pokemon. Yeah, he has to go Tyranitar and probably end up going out into Charizard after. And if he gives me Tyranitar or even Excadrill, and if he gives me that, then he doesn't break through Lottie. Like Lottie just devours this. Right, so Lottie wins. Oh, Lottie just wins now. Ice Beam, Earthquake, whatever. Yep. Nice. I think that was just a case of my opponent not really like that. No, I understand knockoff if I'm leftovers a Rocky Helmet, and obviously you know you have an Excadrill, so you want to get rid of that. Ooh, I might actually click Sticky Web once, but he has a Chansey, which is very annoying. Very annoying Chansey actually. Love Araquanid though. Very little answers to it. How do you beat Magearna? I'm assuming he's going to lead off with his Sticky Webber. I could go for my own Sticky Web here, which that will make no difference though. Nah, I can defog safely versus this guy. Clefable beats this and this. Araquanid is necessary for Chansey, but so is Landorus. Magearna is not beaten by any one mon on his team besides Chansey, right? Like he doesn't actually OHKO Magearna with anything. But Chansey obviously passively does it. So yeah, there's the Ribombee lead. There's the Weber. Just gonna Iron Head into Volt Switch. We're just gonna Iron Head into Volt Switch. There we go. And now we Volt Switch. I'm gonna keep my Landorus good because Landorus gets a kill when it comes out with Z-Fly. Like I think no matter what, it gets a kill. So if he goes Chansey now, I don't know why that came out, but that's seriously amazing for Zapdos to just click. I'm clicking Discharge over defogging here because I want to see his immediate response. I want to see if he has Taunt first off, and if I get rid of Tornadus, that's awesome because then I just click Earthquake. So this is like, I do want to see his immediate response. I have Heal Bell, so if he goes Chansey, it's not a waste of a turn. You're so lucky on just pressure. So lucky on pressure. And yeah, I want to see like, because he can obviously go Ribombee if he wants to and try and spam webs, but I mean I do have the pressure, so it will be worn down. But hey, what if he just goes hard Weavile and just gets paralyzed? Yeah, that'd be so good for me. All right, he does go immediately into Chansey. Cool. So I do value the defog here. He does reveal the Toxic. That's okay. I have a few options for that. On top of the fact that I have an Araquanid here, which is just going to start clicking buttons, dude. Go ahead and get up your rocks. I don't care. I'm clicking my buttons now. Show me your switching. Como? Sure. What's dying, bro? I'm in. You might Toxic me. I'm not sure how I feel about no speed Araquanid in this. But this should pick up a KO on everything that is not... Or this will be 2 KO. But it should pick up a KO on everything that is not Como. And Como is obviously an option. I'm assuming it's Z Como just based on the build though. Which is just completely shut down by Chansey, so I do want rocks up myself as well. Clef is good here because Clef basically doesn't care and can Heal Bell immediately. So we're going to Heal Bell just to get back my Mon. Come on, dude. Like, give me an opening here. What's happening? I don't want to be paralyzed because I will lose to Como. I also don't want to take... I wanted to take that damage right there. What was I using this turn? I was wishing. I was wishing because I beat 100 because he was obviously going for that. Are you serious? So there's potential now that I lose. Not lose, but... It gets a little tougher. because I'm paralyzed. So I mean, I can lose to Como, but I obviously want to defog, so I'm not gonna go Zapdos. I can defog on Chansey. I'm gonna make the Magearna mid-ground, but I hate this because it opens up the door for Weavile. So it's like, is this even the play? As he just knocks immediately. I don't know if he'd Volt Switch or... I still think I value damage on you. Because I want to be able to defog on you. So I'm going to do that with my Zapdos. I'll Volt Switch. I'm willing to sack Magearna to get rid of Beedrill. Oh, nice. Because if I get a Brox, I'm good. Like I'm really good versus this guy. I'm super good versus this guy with rocks. And I value them because, again, not allowing Beedrill to come out is really very much worth it. Defogging there, he goes for Seismic Toss. Take 25% too. I just don't want to lose to Chansey because of, like, I don't want to lose to Chansey because of, okay, good. Because I'm letting him do too much damage to me. So I'm going to Z-Fly here. Ideally, my opponent does opt to die. That's the best case scenario for me. So not only did I stop my opponent from getting up Sticky Web, which is really nice in terms of... shoot, did I mess up? No, I have Rocky Helmet still on Zapdos. I'm good. So Beedrill dies in one hit. Beedrill should not be able to sweep me here. I did open up a door for Beedrill, but Beedrill should not be able to sweep me. And Clef should be able to beat this. Yeah, okay, good. Because I have my Rocky Helmet, I'm good. I mean, Hurricane hits me in the air. But I'll just fly anyway, it's not a big deal. Oh, cool. So Hurricane does hit me in the air. I don't care as much about webs as I did about rocks, so that's awesome. My Zapdos retains 70% of its health. I wonder if he knows. Just Hurricane me, dude. It hits in the air. This is a good learning experience for 21 kid. Damn. Should I tell him? I should tell him. I also have Araquanid, which kills every Pokemon. Sure. Get up your webs. As I get up my rocks. What was the point of defogging? I'm gonna tell him. Yo. Pretty sure. Could be wrong though. Can't miss him. I don't know if it... Because I feel like if you're in the air, it's a flying type move. Does Hurricane hit if you use Fly? Can planes fly through thunderstorms and hurricanes? Okay, I'm gonna put Pokemon at the end of this. Moves that hit Samurai vulnerable Pokemon. Yeah, it does. It hits. Hurricane does. Okay, I was right. Anyway, I sack this. Bring out Magearna. Just Iron Head, pick up a KO. Brings out Beedrill, that loses, and I beat the Weavile with Araquanid being at full HP. So nice, pick up my KO. Him defogging was so good for me, and him also sacking Chansey was such a great turn because there were such threats. I love how I don't have to click anything besides Iron Head now to win either. It has Bug Bite. This dude was trying to get a KO on Bug Bite. I can respect that. Anyway, I keep clicking Iron Head. Araquanid comes out, and it's just gonna click the Liquidation and pick up some KOs. So that should be game. Regardless of him knocking off my Choice Band or not, he would die. Tornadus would die. I also don't think that is Choice Band Weavile. It's gonna die anyway, and I still have a Latios at full HP and a Zapdos that needs to be hacked to death in order to lose. He also has to hit his Hurricane, so yeah, he could have Hurricaned me there. He also has to hit this Hurricane as well. But I want to end this game. Latios has not seen the light of day. I also don't want to Mega Evolve it, so I'm just gonna click Ice Beam with the Latios and win the game, unless I get hacked to death, of course. I don't think this is Z. Yeah, he just messed up there. he U-turned out of the game. Good game. All right, so that's a great place to end it. Araquanid was able to weaken Como, got rid of Weavile. I don't think I sort of lost sight of Beedrill, but I definitely started to underestimate it towards the end, and that's my bad. That was something that like if this was a tournament game, I think I would have written down, don't throw away X, Y, Z for Beedrill, but I also knew that at 30, that's why I hit it with the Iron Head, right? Because at 35%, if I managed to get rocks up, all I needed was one Rocky Helmet switch. So even if Zapdos was at 2%, okay, not 2%, it needed to be at a Zapdos basically needed to be at a percentage where it can live a switch-in and a turn of poison, because I could either roost if my opponent switches out, even if rocks were up, like he'd be at 10%, because he acknowledges the fact that, okay, if I touch you, I die to Rocky Helmet, so I can't stay in, or my opponent would touch me and then die to Rocky Helmet. But Chansey definitely a little bit scary to deal with. I do like the team though. Shout out to my boy CTC. Thank you so much for passing this team. You didn't actually pass me. I just took it from the Tyrants group. And I figured I might as well give you guys like a real OU live of sorts, but and use it. This was mainly for me to just ladder up a little bit on that account, and then just test out a few things. Like I really love the random Pokemon generator. I think it's really I think it's very fun. First off, I think it's some of the most fun I've had in Sun and Moon when it comes to Pokemon. Besides like playing Artie first, yeah, that was very fun too. But it's some of the most fun I've had, and I like using trash and trying to ladder with it. And I like making trash, like not just using Pokemon that are underrated / actually bad / outclassed, but I love using stupid stuff and winning, right? I just that's so fun for me. But of course, you can thank this live because of Jamvad. Jamvad was like, hey man, when's the last time you uploaded OU? I was like, bro, I upload all the time. He's like, when's the last time you uploaded serious OU? I was like, I don't know. So there you go. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Have a great one. Goodbye, my friends.